always keep going. And always stay focused. Because that's the mentality that you have to have, is that it's never finished. It is never finished.
If you want to be great, you're going to have to learn to evaluate yourself with integrity. To look at yourself and realize that there are cracks in your armor, and you can feel those cracks. Am I out of balance when it comes to my work, my marriage, my family, my service? Are you able to identify the areas where you've made mistakes or where you've been shortchanging yourself and others? Because if you can do that, you can fix the cracks.
When you quit, your mind does this. When you quit, your mind says, we're done. So it doesn't expand. There's no expansion when you quit. When you say, F you, this sucks, I'm drowning, I'm miserable, I'm suffering, I'm broken, but I'm not going anywhere. What happens to your mind is it does this. It says, F he's not leaving.
You do get to write the script of your life, but you have to write around the things that don't go the way you want them to. But don't let that stop you. Instead, take ownership and counterattack those things that aren't going the way you want them to by going out every day and getting after it.
You better grow up and get to the point as a man that if you ever get beat, you better get beat by somebody that's just purely more talented than you are. You better not ever get beat by somebody because you beat yourself. You have to take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime in the lifetime of the opportunity.
So we gotta expand. We gotta grow. We gotta figure this f***ing thing out. So then these compartments in your brain, they have to work. And then you start to engage parts of your mind that you never engaged before. When you're in suffer mode and you say, I'm not gonna quit. You're forcing your brain now to operate on a level it's not used to. But then it becomes used to it.
And I don't think that it's optional for us to sit on what we have. See, if you're sitting on what you have, what you've been given, I think everybody's been given something to bring to the planet. That only you can do that, only you can perform that, only you can initiate that activity. And if you don't do that, if you're not filling in your life with your life work or your mission, then there are gaps in your life. And what we do when we're not living out our true identity, we begin to fill the gaps, we fill the holes with garbage.
If you don't face reality, you can fix it. If you don't face your past, you can't learn from it.
All things are possible. All things are possible literally means all things are possible. So whatever it is you'd like to attract into your life, whatever you'd like to accomplish, whatever you'd like to do in your life, if you start from a spiritual place, a place of all things are possible, if I return, and get to that place, and then I begin to visualize it, and I begin to use my imagination, because everything that we see around us, everything in this world was once imagined. If you can learn how important your imagination is, and that's where your spirit is, in that place, and then once you go to that place, in what it is you'd like to attract into your life, you're coming from a spiritual place, absolutely nothing is impossible.
And we can thrive under the difficult conditions that make up our lives, and we can resist the malevolence that entices us. That's within our power, and we don't know the limits to that. And we also know that it's better we all know this, that it's better to live courageously than cowardly. Everyone knows that. We know that you should pick up your damn responsibility and move forward. Everyone knows that. It's part of our intrinsic moral nature.
You could be in the best place and be absolutely miserable. You can live in a palace and be horrendously miserable. You can live on the street and being exuberantly joyful. Both are possible. So your experience of life is where your destiny is, because it's your experience of life that determines the quality of your life, not where you are, where you're going, what you're doing. No, these things are only socially relevant, they are not existentially relevant. Existentially for you as you sit here, what is your experience of life? How profound is it? How pleasant is it? How wonderful is it? This is all that determines. This destiny 100% you can take charge of this, because human experience is caused from within. Pain and pleasure, joy and misery, agony and ecstasy happens from within us. So when it is happening from within us, at least what is happening from within us must happen my way.